I am headed into the Ontario Convention Centre for the opening of the Podcast and Portable Media Expo. Let's go inside, let's take a look, let's listen to some of the speakers.
Definition is that it says every pixel in the vertical is not square, it's 1.33 to 1. So if we take a look at, so 1080 by 1440 pixels, kind of coming out of the camera. If we take a look at this little highlight here, I'm going to zoom in I'm in Photoshop here, big level. You'll see that these pixels are square. And then, if I take that same shot, now it's at 1920 by 1080. How did I get there? Well, there's lots of ways to do that, but Photoshop has this the screen I showed you at the beginning. In Photoshop, you can actually change the pixel aspect ratio of a.
When he does something, industry analysts might pick up on it. That might go to the national news media, then to the trade press, then to the regional and local news media, and finally to the target audience. Well, what we're seeing now is that information is going from the influencer through the podcast or the blog directly to the end user. And of course, the end user is talking amongst themselves. So what does all this mean? How do you decide whether or not you should be podcasting or blogging or using the various buckets of new media and how you communicate? This is a new media map that we use to organize a program. And each of these buckets are just as important as the other one. This is the Podcast and Portable Media Expo, but what I hope to impress upon you in this session is not to look at the podcast as a sort of snap-on afterthought, to think about how it integrates holistically into everything you're doing from a communications standpoint. The second thing I would ask you to ask yourself, if you're doing a podcast for an organization, is what unique expertise do you have at your organization that's not getting out through other channels?
And here I am back in my hotel room later in the day. It's been an eventful day, a lot to listen to, not very exciting, but it's all cerebral stuff about trends and where things are going, and there's more tomorrow.